Okay, folks, today we're going to talk about the AIDS virus methods of detection. There's a variety of different ways of detecting the AIDS virus. You get the blood test that was originally implemented that took 6 months back in the 80s to determine if you had the virus or not. Then they have the ELISA test, which is about a 3-month lag time test. So you have to catch that virus 3 months later, you actually would detect the virus. Then I came up with the AIDS rapid test. It takes about 20 to 40 minutes to do, and it's effective within 2 to 4 weeks of being infected, but no earlier than 2 weeks. Which means it can't be used in conjunction with the PEP treatment in order to determine whether or not you should take treatment, particularly the PEP treatment. Then there's my AIDS exposure test, also referred to as the 10S rule. The AIDS exposure test is kind of simple. You check for possible exposure to the virus, not the actual virus itself. In other words, what are high threat, high risk likelihoods? An example is you have sex with somebody with groin sores. Well, that's a high risk. 80 to 90% of people with HIV have groin sores. So I consider that a high enough risk worth going in and get PEP treatment for. PEP treatment has to be started within 48 hours, and it's a 4-week course. Now when I tell you to go in and take PEP treatment, one of the things they'll probably do is give you a rapid AIDS test to eliminate out whether or not you've already not only been exposed but infected. If that rapid AIDS test detects the virus, then PEP will not do you any good. PEP is designed to stop you from catching the virus. It's not really designed once you've got the virus to eliminate the virus. That's a completely different type of medication. But PEP, taken within 48 hours over a 4-week period, can keep you from catching AIDS if you've had sex with somebody who's had AIDS. That being said, I thought I would run over the varying different types of tests and simplify it for you. Remember, when it comes to AIDS and the PEP treatment, my exposure test tells you within a few seconds if you're cognizant enough and ain't so drugged up in something that you don't check. Make sure to check your partner to make sure that they don't have groin sores, hemorrhoids, and don't share needles. If you find yourself in a situation at a party or something, you find yourself sharing needles, next morning when you wake up, you're like, oh no, I shared needles. Hey, go to the emergency room, get you some PEP treatment. It can keep you from catching it. This is a proven fact. It's been authorized since 2012 for the purposes I'm stating. Except they call it accidental needle sticks. A needle stick to me is a needle stick. Whether planned or accidental. And they also approved it for rape. Officially. In 2014, they approved PrEP treatment, which is pre-exposure prophylaxis. That's if you're a sex worker or something like that, or planning on becoming one, where you can take this medication called Trovidol and keep yourself from catching the AIDS virus. So instead of waiting until you caught it, then taking medication, you take the medication and it keeps you from catching it. Well, Thomas was out here. Thank you. Have a good day.